Baseball was completely my focus.
Sam Arter spent most of his youth training to be a Division I college pitcher.
I didn't really focus on anything else.
His hard work paid off in high school when Sam helped lead his team to a Virginia state championship.
It was actually kind of an idol in my life.
But his college baseball dream didn't work out as planned.
On my 18th birthday, I was told that I was pretty much just not going to be successful in life by some people I really let have a little bit too much of an influence in my life. And it hit hard. It hurt. It was definitely like this deep pain, and I looked to kind of like get through it through, anger at the people who told me that, and then I ended up falling into an addiction with pornography, which was really tough. It just was something that I couldn't stop doing.
A friend saw Sam's pain, invited him to church, and gave him a few sermons to listen to.
They kind of blew my mind in terms of just like looking at God in a new way. And I really felt God's love just kind of like come full circle and just hit me. I was able to give up pornography pretty easy after that.
Sam also started training again, but not to throw a baseball, to throw a javelin. But if Sam was going to compete at the Division I level, he would first have to convince Liberty track and field assistant coach Clendon Henderson.
When he walked in, he was just kind of like, hey, I played baseball, was a pitcher, I threw 90 miles an hour, and I guess that drew my interest kind of right away.
Did not have the experience, didn't have any of these things. They had 3 other javelin throwers who were good.
Sam would prove good enough to make the team, and even surprised coaches by how quickly he progressed with just 6 months of training.
We were about 2 weeks out from our first meet. I let them go out and take some hard throws, and he he just popped one out over 200 one day. I mean, I was just in shock. I was like, that's just not possible. Like, who is capable of doing that? Just all of a sudden, never done this before, and throws 200 feet just in practice, like all of a sudden.
It went pretty far, I guess. The coach was pretty pumped about it. The other javelin throwers from Liberty were pretty pumped. And it was just like, well, here we go, like it happens.
Even with the early success, Coach Henderson says he still has room for improvement.
He has a lot of flaws just from being a pitcher, and the motion is not the same at all. It's a totally different throwing action, but at this point, I have no ceiling for him. Like, it'll depend on how he progresses.
It's been a journey because it's been 6 months of training. It should not be enough to go out there and perform, but like, God has a plan. I don't really know what's going on with it, but He's got a plan. I was down in the dumps. Like, I was completely just like torn to pieces. And it's just kind of crazy to see, okay, God can take someone who's pretty broken down and just honestly doesn't have much going for him and build them up to a point where I never would have expected. He makes you for a purpose. And He's gonna take those steps to kind of like guide you and mold you into what He wants you to be. So He can put you in a place that you never imagined. Now to be here at this level and being able to perform and just having fun doing it with my teammates and with the coaches, it's really cool. I never would have imagined it at all.